We go now live to Jim Armstrong at the American Red Cross offices. Jim, what's going on there?
Well, Allison and Keith, first and foremost, it's clear people in the Carolinas care and they want to do something. I am live at the American Red Cross Grand Strand office. If you take a look behind me, you see it's absolutely packed with people. It's been this way all day long. People have turned out in the hundreds looking to do whatever they can, donating blood and trying to help this situation. The response was fast, the need obvious.
It's the least we could do.
The Grand Strand branch of the American Red Cross has overflowed with donors since news of the attacks broke. No one woke up this morning planning to give blood, but hundreds did, even if it meant waiting in line for hours for the privilege.
When I saw on the television everything that's going on, and I'm sitting in front of the TV for an hour and thinking, I need to do something, and down here there's nothing else to do, but giving blood's always something you can do when there's a tragedy like this.
Blood center officials say people all over the Carolinas have turned out to donate. The blood will be rushed north by whatever means available, starting now.
It makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing. I know this is what God wants me to do, and to help my fellow man and to help my country, and I'm here.
Now, that's an attitude that you'll find not only in the Carolinas, but throughout the United States. People with a very sudden, a very serious devotion to fellow Americans, even though they're strangers thousands of miles away, an equally serious devotion to the United States of America, and that's evidenced by part of what's going on behind me here. And I'll tell you, covering this aspect of the story today, something that literally sends chills up and down my spine. It's people who saw this story on the news or heard it on the radio this morning. The first thing they thought was, how can I help? What part of myself, literally, can I give to help this situation? Again, the response here at this Red Cross branch, Red Cross branches throughout the Carolinas, has been overwhelming, so overwhelming, in fact, in some cases they've had to start turning people away. But joining me now live is Dennis James with the American Red Cross. Dennis, you do have a word for people who maybe tried to donate blood today but simply couldn't. What's that word?
Absolutely. We're going to be open tomorrow and the next day and the next day until we get our blood supplies back up to normal. We have really been gracious to the outpouring of the people here in the Myrtle Beach, Horry County area. We've collected over 60 pints of blood right now. Over another 100 is waiting in line. We need this blood. We need every person that we can get in the next coming weeks, for the next 2 to 3 weeks, to just constantly come back in who are able to give blood, and every 60 days thereafter when their time comes up again, or at least for the next 6 months, so we can get our blood supply back up to normal. We were already critical.
Now, of course, the number of fatalities, casualties, and just number of injuries still coming into us, far too early to even begin reporting that. The need for this blood is certainly not going away.
No, sir. We only had 80,000 units nationwide on hand. I heard from CNN earlier that it was down to 60,000, and you can see the drastic pull on the blood supplies as we were going to this need right now. And we need every day. We're going to do extended hours tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. here at the Northwood Plaza Shopping Center unit.
All right, Dennis, again, thank you for your efforts and the efforts of your volunteers, of course, on the behalf of other Americans. As Dennis mentioned, extended hours tonight until 9 p.m. That counts for the Grand Strand as well as PD offices. And again, if you tried to donate blood today and were not able to, don't give up. For the next several weeks, of course, please come out and go ahead and do so. Reporting live in Myrtle Beach, Jim Armstrong, WPDE News Channel 15.